try to explain it shortly how to install and download Blender. You're going to blender.org. I think anybody knows it. And go here to the file download Blender. And here you can choose from which OS. Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and FreeBSD, I don't know about it. I have Windows 7 64 bits. I have set the music off, I think it's better. Yes. Thank you. Okay, I have Windows 64 bits. I already downloaded the installer, it's easier. Wait a bit. I know it first time Blender, it's wow, it's a big program. But don't be afraid. Oops, wait this. Here are my downloads. I have downloaded already. Okay, but now I want to install it. Search it in your download folder or where your downloads are set in. Double click. Yes. And here are the Blender wizard. I agree. Next. I set it by default. And downloading. Installing. It's so easy. And finish. That's all. Voila. Here's now my Blender. It's very simple and easy. And many people ask me about this theme. Let's check it. Okay, I have a download from Blender Cookie of Jonathan Williamson. Here, posted on Facebook. Okay, how to choose another theme? You're going up. Want to check screen. Okay. Before I forget it. Here, screencast keys. Okay, you're going to File, User Preferences. Oh, it's in another monitor. Okay, here it is. Here you can see themes. You can change every color and everything in Blender. I have downloaded. You can here on Install Theme. Open your file. And here it is. It's a XML file. Yes. And only install. That's it. And click here, Save User Settings. At the same point, you can install add-ons, everything. So there's so many nice add-ons, extra objects, and here are the extra objects. There are. You can set here, click on this, and when you save it for next time, click Save User Settings. And here you can see where you can find the extra objects in View 3D, Add, Mesh, and Extra Objects. Let's test it. Bit of water. Okay. Delete the cube and Shift A, Mesh, and here are at the bottom the extra objects. It's very easy to customize your Blender. But when you set everything broken, you can set it to default. It's no risk for your program. You can set a gear. Oh, it looks a bit broken. Yeah, okay. I want to look at my plan. Okay. Start a new file. Okay, this is the default build, what you see when you start in Blender. But some people want to have another. When you have the monkey, so then at your default screen, build it and set your file. And set startup file. When you click this, every time you start Blender, you will see this monkey. Okay. And some people ask me about the giraffe. I don't know how it calls in English. How I make this. I want to do this before I forget it. Okay. When you have some questions, please let me know. This is it. That's the animal. That's the pants. And how I bake the ambient occlusion. First you're gonna set to Blender render and not cycles. Okay. I have UV unwrapped it. It's very bad unwrapped, I know. Yeah, you can see it. Here are the seams, normally unwrapped, and only subs of modifiers on there. And I will go to the bake, here at the bottom, at render, bake, and default it's set it to full render, but I have set it on ambient occlusion. And some people told me that it's noisy and not so fine. You can find it here. What is it? No, here. Okay. Here. Sorry. At world. And down at the gather. Here are the samples. 15 is very high. It's default setting by 5. But 15 is very fine and high. I've used it here at the bottom too. That are the shadows from the pants. Okay, set it to 15. And now I go back to render and bake it. It takes a bit time. Here it is. You can save it as an image file. I use this for shadows and it makes a bit more realistic. I like the style. You can save the file and go back to Blender cycles, but for baking ambient occlusion you need to set it to Blender render. Any questions about? Here it is. Now we go back to cycles and render it. There it is. It's so easy and it's very sleek and I love it. Okay, I'm waiting now a few minutes for questions. Okay, I see no questions. I've said the same to the monkey. Okay. It's very simple to make ambient occlusion maps for Blender cycles. But I hope in next updates Blender cycles will have baking maps, baking textures and cycles. And that's my next point. I hope you have understand everything and how easy it is to bake ambient occlusion textures. Okay, that's it. Here is a sample for subsurface scattering. That's in a new build from blender.org we have downloaded a few minutes before. And I have here two Sudans with the same material but different shader. You can see it here. Set it to render, but render it quickly. In subsurface scattering, it's perfect for human heads and bodies and everything organic. And please try it with a glass of milk. It's looking amazing. You can see left and right the same color but different shades. The right side is diffuse and the left is the new subsurface scattering. Okay, I think my connection is lost. My connection goes off and lost. Okay, let's render it quickly. Everything goes wrong. Okay, I think I'm online again. The rendering was a bit too much for my computer. Okay, I'm online now again. I hate my internet connection. Okay. Sorry guys, the rendering was a bit too much for my computer. Okay. I'm back, sorry. I've rendered this image, it was too much for my computer. But I have rendered before. It opens now with Photoshop. I have here the results for you. Sorry. Okay. Here it is. Oops. Okay. You can see here the difference between SSS, subsurface scattering, and the normal diffuse shader. You can play with it. Here are the settings. Here, okay. Here you can see it's setting subsurface scattering, and this is diffuse, but same color. You can play with the scale and radius and color. It's making much fun to play with it, yes. It's one of my favorite updates. But I have read in Facebook, Graphic is playing with the Blender 2.68 now to render hair and cycles on GPU. It's fantastic. Okay. And another add-on I totally love is the freestyle. Okay, freestyle is not enabled in cycles now. You must put it on Blender render in the default. I try to render it, and here it is. You can see it's some comic style, and you can see on the Blender group and Facebook there are many nice pictures made with Blender freestyle. Yes. You've played with it? That's all you have made with it. You can here, okay. You can set your objects to freestyle. Here, at the Blender render option, here are the freestyle. You can change the thickness and the color. Here are the color, base color. Let's render it again. And now I have pink thin line. I'm so thirsty. Okay. Can play with it here, making a blue color, and you can combine it with this here. No specularity. Yeah, but the line is a bit too thin. Here it is. Making 5. Let's render again. Ooh, that's very good. It's looking like trout. Yeah, nice. If play with it, I would see the results on Blender group or on Blenderama livestream group. Please post your pictures there. I want to see it. Ah, yes. Here it is. Here at the site, at wiki.blender.org, you can see the release notes. Wow. Everybody is going to working with Python. I have no clue about it. I've tried with a Blender cookie tutorial, but it was no. I can't do it. One thing some people ask me about: when you have your file and saving again, it makes a begin. This is the file name blend1, point blend1. This you can delete it. I don't know why it takes so many space on your computer. You can delete it and open it again. Why is Blender open there? False monitor here. When I change everything, save it, and there's another blend1. Delete it. I have 2 blend files open. Here, okay. When you can search on your computer blend1 files, delete it all. It takes so many space on your computer. That's the